Hey everyone, Tom here. Welcome to another driving me video. I do apologise if you can hear the fans. It's actually quite a hot day in England right now. It's like 11 degrees, but it's still quite hot. In today's video, we're going to be talking about what it's like to drive with a black box. I've been driving almost a year now with a black box with Hastings Direct, and I'm going to start straight up with my opinion of it. I personally like the idea of a black box. When I first ever passed my test, I basically didn't want a black box, and then I realised I couldn't exactly afford insurance without one. So I got a black box. And everyone's like, oh yeah, it's not good and you can't mess about and everything, but as I messed about in the first week of driving, before my black box got sent out to me, and I had my fun, and I had my fun when I was learning, so it's whenever you really get your car and you're allowed to drive, because you do that sort of stuff before you get your black box. But my black box calculates my speed, my acceleration, my time of day, and time of day, speed, acceleration, and braking. And I'm not going to lie, my scores aren't the best. I'm not going to show you what my scores are because I'm not sure I'm actually allowed to do that. And this BMW is going to come screaming past me when there's a car coming in. There you go. I'm doing 50 and 60 every day, so. But I personally like the idea of a black box, and I've said this in some other videos. The reason I do 50 and a 60 and 60 and 60 and a 70 and 35 and a 30 and 35 and a 40, I do 30 and a 30, but I do that because I'm not sure where the black box cut-off line is. And yeah, and there is some downsides to the black box. Let's go on that first topic there. The first downside is you have to pull away from junctions or traffic lights very slowly. You can't hammer it down on the throttle. Another downside is you cannot speed up randomly if you're going to avoid a crash, if you want to keep your score perfect. The other thing is you have to do under the speed limit. Obviously that is, you're meant to do that on the roads, but it also means that in a racetrack or something you can't go fast. You can't track your car with a black box, or anything like that. And obviously it costs. I don't know. The young drivers don't like black boxes because they don't let them mess about, they don't let them drive late at night and stuff like that. But personally, we're going to move on to the good things now, because I actually like the black box, so this is more my side. I like the black box because it stops me from accelerating hard, which lets me save fuel. I don't like going the speed, well, I like going the speed limit, but I'm not someone that would speed. I do less below because it helps me save fuel. What else? I never brake hard, so the braking hard doesn't actually matter to me. And like I keep saying in most videos, my favourite time for driving is at night. But I don't mind the 10 o'clock cut-off line because I don't really need to go anywhere after 10. I'm currently visiting family at like 2 o'clock in the afternoon. But it's just, I never need to be out at 10. Well, I mean, sometimes I've needed to go somewhere and it has been too late, or I've gone somewhere with my parents and I want to go early, but it's gone past 10, so I couldn't drive anyway, even if I had my car there. Just little stuff like that. I've never needed to go anywhere after 10, and I've never wanted to be back after 10. I mean, personally, if the black box wasn't there, would I drive at night? Yes. Would I accelerate hard? It depends, because if I hadn't got the black box straight away, and hadn't had it from the start, then I probably would accelerate hard, and I probably wouldn't brake hard, and I probably wouldn't speed, because I don't think this little Corsa can do much over 70. But that's just my opinion. This is Bo going to jump into my car, aren't they? And that's just my personal opinion. I don't think I would ever do any of the stuff that the black box says I do. Personally, my black box acceleration score is quite low. It's quite low, but that's because I've been accelerating up hills, and there's another negative actually. When you go up hills like this, on camera it doesn't look as steep, but there's a hill coming up in a bit, because I've driven this road before. It's coming up in a bit, which is quite steep. The black box thinks you're accelerating quite hard because your revs go really high, and that kind of annoys me, because I'm only doing like 20 up a hill, and the black box thinks I'm accelerating hard, and I'm just like, well, I'm not accelerating hard, because I can't accelerate hard because of the black box, you know. And when I do it, I do actually sort of blame the black box. I'm like, yeah, I can't do this and I can't do that. And again, with my black box, I'm limited to 10,000 miles in a year. I've done like 6,000, 7,000 and I've got like 2 months left. A month and a bit left? Yeah, a month and a bit left. Maybe less. But personally, I don't really mind that, because I'm just going to have to pay a little bit more if I go over that mile limit. So, like I keep saying, I personally like the black box idea, and it is good for young drivers like myself, and this is my personal opinion obviously. If you want me to do a full in-depth review, which I probably will do anyway, and the fitment of this black box was so easy, so simple. It was a case of connecting 2 little metal bits to a thing, and he's going a little bit quick for the speed limit, and he's great now. I don't know if you can see that, but the installation was really easy. It was just putting 2 little metal bits on my battery and sticking the black box to the battery. And if I do a review, I'll show you that personally. But I think I'll do that after a year, because I can't really do a full in-depth review of it currently. But yeah, I think that's going to do it for this. I'm not really sure what else to say about the black box, apart from like the fact that young drivers don't really like it because they can't mess about as much. But I think that because I've had the black box, I've learned how to drive properly, and I've learned how to do a thing called hypermiling, and I've learned how to save on fuel. Personally, I put £20 a week in my car and I do 150 miles. It's a 1.2 Vauxhall Corsa. I did 150 miles a week. Currently I've done 121 and it's like midweek, so I might do a little bit more this week. And last week I put 20 quid in and I did 200 miles, something like that. Sometimes I do less, sometimes I do more miles. That's just the type of roads I go on that week, depending on how fast I go as well. But on an average I do 150 miles a week on 20 quid, so that's not bad, is it? And if obviously your cars might do less, but this is a 2009, it's like 10 years old. It's 10 years old in September the 1st. It's like just over 9 years old, and I'm doing 150 miles in 20 quid. Yeah, that's like, I can't for like 10 miles on a pound? No, it's half of 15. It's half of 7.5 miles on a pound's worth of fuel, something like that. I'm not very good at this, as you can tell. But this car doesn't actually tell me what my average fuel is, but me and my dad worked it out once, and I did like 50 miles per gallon in 1 week. And sometimes I do more than that. I just jump in that hole. I just accelerate really hard now. But as you can tell, it's like going up this hill quite. Well, I'm doing 30 up that hill. And I have to admit, I'd call that accelerating hard, but it's because I'm going uphill, and behind me that you can't see, that's actually towing a car. It's not a trailer, but it's just on the back of the trailer. But he's obviously going slower, so he's accelerating his own car. But yeah, I've flown up that hill before, so I can't exactly say I'm a good boy. But I think that's going to about do it for this video, like I keep saying. I personally like the black box, that's my opinion. But you guys can leave your opinions down in the comments down below of what you guys think of black box insurance. In the outro, there's a video on the right of the screen, which is a link to the playlist of all of my Drive For Me videos. And there's a video on the left of the screen, which is a YouTube recommended one, especially for you. And of course, subscribe if you want to see more. And of course, leave your comments and suggestions down below if you want me to do a video on something that you would like to know about me. So I hope you guys did enjoy, and I hope to see you guys in the next one.
See, I remember when I met you as a sophomore. Started out as friends, but I knew that we would want more. Hit your favorite restaurant with your favorite dress on. That's one of my favorite memories.